Hi, I'm Teresa. Today, I want to share my story with you. You know how people say some mothers-in-law are a gift from heaven? Well, mine was more like a surprise from somewhere else. I just didn't know it yet. When Ryan proposed last spring, he couldn't stop gushing. "You're going to love my mom. She's already excited to help with the wedding," he said as we drove to meet his parents for the first time. I still remember that dinner. Diana, his mother, greeted me with an overly tight hug. "Oh, sweetie, call me Diana. We're family now," she said, her smile as bright as the diamonds on her wrist. "Ryan's told me so much about you." Everything seemed perfect. Diana threw herself into the wedding preparations almost immediately. She'd show up at my apartment with bridal magazines and vendor catalogs full of ideas. My best friend Kate couldn't believe it. "Your future mother-in-law is actually helping. Mine just criticized everything," Kate said over coffee. "I know, I got so lucky," I replied. "She's even excited about my grandmother's gold jewelry collection. I'm wearing it for the wedding." "The family heirlooms? That's huge," Kate said. I nodded, remembering the day my grandmother gave them to me before she passed. "Diana says they'll look perfect with the dress she's helping me choose." The first time Diana saw the jewelry, her eyes lit up like a child's on Christmas morning. "Such exquisite pieces," she exclaimed, running her fingers over the gold. "You must tell me where you store them." "Oh, just in my bedroom," I answered, not thinking much of it. "You should get a safe deposit box. These must be worth a fortune," she said, her tone almost too casual. "They're more sentimental than anything else," I replied. A week later, Diana hosted a family dinner. Her friend Nancy was there, and they kept exchanging looks whenever I talked about the wedding. "So, Teresa," Nancy started, "Diana tells me you have quite the jewelry collection." "Just some family pieces for the wedding," I said, feeling a bit uncomfortable. "Family pieces? How quaint," Nancy said, her tone dripping with condescension. Diana chimed in with small, subtle comments about my background that made my cheeks burn. "Mom, stop it," Ryan's sister Emma warned. "What? I'm just saying Teresa's family is different from ours. Standards aren't quite the same." Later, Kate noticed my unease. "You okay? Diana seems intense lately." I sighed. "She keeps asking about the gold, where I keep it, how much it's worth. She says she's worried about security." "That's weird. Have you told Ryan?" Kate asked. "He says she's just being protective, but something feels off," I admitted. One afternoon, Diana and Nancy showed up unannounced at my apartment. We were just in the neighborhood. Diana chirped, but her eyes scanned the room like she was casing it. Soon, Diana started suggesting I keep the jewelry at her house just until the wedding, for safekeeping. Her smile never reached her eyes when I politely declined. That night, Ryan was distant. "Mom says you've been acting strange about the jewelry," he said. "Strange? I'm just protecting my grandmother's legacy." "See? That's what she means. You're so defensive about it," he replied. Later, Emma called me. "Hey, just checking on you. Mom's being..." "Well, Mom, let's just say you're not the first girlfriend to notice something off about her." I didn't know it then, but Diana had plans for my grandmother's gold, plans that would tear my relationship apart and reveal her true nature to everyone. 3 weeks before the wedding, I opened my jewelry box to show Kate the collection one last time before getting it cleaned. My heart dropped. "Kate, it's gone. Everything's gone." "What do you mean, gone? Did you move it?" Kate asked, her voice tense. No, I always keep it right here," I stammered, my heart pounding. My phone buzzed. It was a text from Diana. "Ryan needs to talk to you. Coming over now." Kate grabbed my arm. "Wait, isn't it strange she's texting you right when we discover this?" Before I could respond, Ryan burst through the door, with Diana hovering behind him like a storm cloud. "Is it true?" he demanded, his face tight with confusion. "Is what true?" I asked, bewildered. "Mom says you've been acting strange. She told me you're planning to run away, talking about money problems, stressed over the wedding costs." Diana stepped forward, her face a mask of concern. "I didn't want to say anything, but I saw you leaving a pawn shop yesterday. Ryan, honey, if Teresa's having financial troubles, she should have come to us." "What?" I gasped. "I wasn't even near a pawn shop yesterday. I was with Kate at the florist." "Don't lie, dear," Diana said, her voice sickly sweet. "Nancy saw you too. We're just worried. Selling off family heirlooms is a cry for help." Kate jumped in. She's lying. Teresa was with me all afternoon. We even have receipts from the florist. Oh, show us then, Diana challenged, her eyes narrowing. Teresa, just tell me the truth, Ryan pleaded. Did you plan to sell the jewelry because of money problems? Were you going to run away? I stared at him stunned. Ryan, how can you even ask me that? Those pieces mean everything to me. They're my family's legacy. Then where are they? Diana pressed, her voice dripping with Fox concern. Ryan, remember what happened with your ex? The one with all those secret debts. Before I could answer, my phone rang. It was Emma. Her voice was sharp as a knife. Teresa, Mom's telling everyone you're having a breakdown. She's calling wedding guests, saying you're planning to run away and might need professional help. I put the call on speaker just as Nancy walked in, her face a picture of self-righteous fury. Diana, I just talked to Olivia. She says she saw Teresa at the bus station yesterday, looking upset. This is insane. I shouted. I haven't been near a bus station. Ryan looked at me, his expression torn. I don't know what to believe anymore. Believe me, I said, my voice trembling. Your mother is lying. Diana's mask slipped for a moment, her voice turning sharp. Don't you dare call me a liar. She turned to Ryan. She's clearly not stable. Selling heirlooms, running away. What else is she hiding? Kate stepped between us, her voice firm. Everyone needs to leave. Now, Ryan, if you believe these lies over your fiancée, you don't deserve her. After they left, I collapsed into tears. Kate, she planned this. She's been planning it all along. Kate put an arm around me. We'll prove it. Emma texted shortly after. I want to help. This isn't the first time Mom's pulled something like this. My phone buzzed relentlessly with messages from wedding guests, asking if I was okay. Diana had worked fast, spreading her poison everywhere. But she'd made 3 big mistakes. First, she didn't know about my apartment's new security system. Second, she underestimated Emma's loyalty to the truth. And third, she had no idea Nancy's daughter Olivia had grown a conscience. The security company just emailed me the footage. I told Kate and Emma over coffee. I played the clip. Emma gasped. That's Mom. She's using Ryan's spare key to sneak in. I knew it. She only asked for his keys to help with errands. Kate frowned. The footage shows her entering, but we can't see what she did inside. We need more. My phone buzzed with another text from Ryan. Mom's really worried. Maybe we should postpone the wedding. Emma grabbed her phone. Olivia just agreed to meet us. She's sick of Mom and Nancy's games. At a quiet diner, Olivia looked at us nervously. I'm sorry, Teresa. They made me lie about seeing you at the bus station. Emma leaned forward. Tell us everything. Olivia hesitated, then sighed. Diana's been planning this for weeks. She said you weren't good enough for Ryan, that she needed to expose you as unstable. Did she mention the jewelry? I asked. She said she knew exactly where you kept it. She thought if it was gone, you'd fall apart and prove her point. Emma clenched her fists. Classic Diana. She did something similar to Ryan's college girlfriend, accused her of stealing Dad's watches. What happened to her? I asked. She broke up with Ryan. Diana won. Emma's voice was firm. But not this time. My phone buzzed again. A text from Diana. Having a nice chat with Olivia, dear. Shame if Ryan found out you're turning his sister and friends against his mother. Kate's eyes widened. She's watching us. Good, I said, smiling coldly. I typed a reply. Hey Nancy, why don't you join us? I can see you in your car outside. Nancy stormed in moments later, her face red with anger. Olivia, get in the car. Now. No, Mom. I'm done lying for you and Diana, Olivia snapped. Emma stepped forward, her tone icy. Nancy, we have the footage. Want to see your best friend breaking into my future sister-in-law's apartment? Nancy's face turned pale, her bravado faltering. Diana said she was just trying to protect Ryan, Nancy stammered. By stealing my grandmother's jewelry? By spreading lies? I shot back. Olivia, trembling but resolute, blurted, she has the jewelry at her house. It's in the guest room closet behind the old photo albums. Olivia, stop talking. Nancy hissed. Or what? Kate interjected, phone in hand, recording everything. Go on, Nancy. Tell us what Diana will do. My phone rang, breaking the tension. It was Ryan. Babe, where are you? Mom's having some kind of emergency. She wants everyone at the house right now. I glanced at the group and smiled. Perfect timing. We're all on our way. Emma's grin was wicked, ready to take down the queen of manipulation. More than ready, I turned to Nancy. And you're coming too. Time to pick a side. When we arrived at Diana's house, the five of us, Kate, Emma, Olivia, Nancy, and I, stood united. Diana opened the door, her usual composed smile faltering when she saw us. "What's this?" she asked, her voice tight. "Ryan, honey, I said I wanted a private family meeting." "Oh, but we're all family here, aren't we, Diana?" I stepped forward, my voice calm but cutting. "Especially since you've been so concerned about my grandmother's jewelry." Ryan looked at me, confused. "Mom, what's she talking about?" I nodded toward Emma. "Check the guest room closet behind the photo albums." Diana lunged toward the stairs. "Don't you dare go into my private spaces." But Kate and Olivia blocked her path. "Ryan," I said, pulling out my phone, "remember when you gave your mom the spare key to my apartment? Want to see what she did with it?" I played the security footage. The color drained from Ryan's face as he watched his mother sneak into my apartment. "Mom," his voice cracked. "I was just checking on her," Diana sputtered. "She's been acting strange, and I found the jewelry." "Found them," Emma called, coming down the stairs with my grandmother's gold, carefully wrapped in a silk scarf. Diana's mask finally shattered. "Those are mine. She gave them to me." Nancy's voice trembled as she finally broke her silence. "I can't do this anymore, Diana. Tell them the truth." Diana's eyes darted around the room, searching for allies. "You're all against me, after everything I've done for this family." "You stole these," Emma said coldly. "Then you made everyone think Teresa sold them." "Why?" "She's not right for Ryan," Diana shrieked. "I had to show him her true nature." Ryan stared at her, his voice barely above a whisper. "The only true nature you've shown is yours, Mom." Diana turned to Nancy in desperation. "Help me?" Nancy stepped back. "I've already called my husband. He's a lawyer, and we're going to make this right." "Make what right?" Diana's voice cracked. "I'm your best friend. You made me and my daughter lie. That stops now." Nancy turned to me. "I'm so sorry I doubted you." "Save it," Emma snapped. "Apologize after we deal with Mom." Diana's last shred of composure dissolved. "Ryan, sweetie, stop this. You can't do this to me." "The wedding's still on, Mom," Ryan said firmly. "But you're not invited. And we're pressing charges for theft." "You can't," she screamed, but it was too late. 2 weeks later, I walked down the aisle wearing my grandmother's jewelry, surrounded by the people who mattered most. Diana, meanwhile, was serving community service and attending court-mandated therapy. Nancy and Olivia testified against her, exposing years of manipulation. And every time Diana tried to play the victim, someone would send out the security footage, reminding everyone of her true colors. Justice wasn't just served, it was golden.